good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is, wherever you are. Welcome to this video. Today we're going to be looking at drawing internal shear and moment diagrams using the graphical method as opposed to the sectional method. The sectional method is more detailed, takes longer, but the graphical method, on the flip side of that, is less detailed, but is also a lot quicker. So really the graphical method hinges on one key piece of information, and that's the recognition that our shear line and our moment line are related. So the shear line is the differential of the moment line, which means that in order to get to the moment line from our shear line, we integrate, right? If we're to put this into more clear terms, the graph of the internal shear forces is the gradient, describes the gradient of the graph of our moment line. That will become more clear in a moment. But let's start with drawing our V-line. V-line. Okay, how do we draw the V-line without doing our cuts and working out our internal forces? Well, it's very simple, really. If we draw our axes, let's get this even, like this. So with this free body, it's 4 meters long, and we have an external force at 2 meters, which means that our internal shear force is going to change at 2 meters. And I'm just going to kind of run along from left to right through this free body. So V in kilonewtons. So if we start at 0, because this is statics, we always start at 0. Then I'm going to go up by 2.5 kilonewtons, because that's the first force I hit. So we're going to go up by 2.5. Let's mark that on our axes. Up to 2.5. Then I don't encounter another force immediately, and in fact I don't encounter another external force for 2 meters. So we're just going to stick at our value of 2.5 for 2 meters. Then we encounter another external force, which is 5 kilonewtons downwards, or negative 5 kilonewtons. So I'm going to go down by 5 kilonewtons. So this is going to take me to minus 2.5. Then there's nothing else, so I'm just going to run along. I don't encounter another external force until 4 meters. So we can go like this, and then at 4 meters we encounter our final external force, which is 2.5 kilonewtons upwards. And that's going to take us back to 0. And this is our V-line. You can work it out using the sectional method, but you will come up with this answer. I did the same example in my sectional method video, so you can refer to that if you want to see how to do this question with the sectional method. Okay, so now we have the V-line. How do we get the M-line? Well, we've established that the V-line, so this is going to be moment in kilonewton meters. So we've established that the V-line describes the gradient of the M-line. So now we can use that to work out our new graph. So between 0 and 2 meters, we know that our gradient is 2.5, which means that this is a linear graph, and we always start at 0. And our gradient is 2.5, which means that every meter in the x direction, we move up in the y direction by 2.5. So, and we're moving 2 meters in the x direction until we reach our second external force, so until we change the line. So we can immediately go up to 5 kilonewton meters. Because we're going up 2 meters, we're going across 2 meters, which means we're going up 2 times 2.5, which gets us to 5. So we can say that this is 5. What about the other side? Well, it's the same. Our gradient is now negative 2.5, which means that for every meter in the x direction, the y direction decreases by 2.5. We're moving 2 meters in the x direction, which means that we're going to go down by -5 in the y direction. So it's going to look like that. Okay, working out the V line and the M line using the graphical method really is that simple. You can more mathematically do it, so by writing out the equations of these lines. So I know that this is y equals 2.5, and this equals y equals minus 2.5, and that's the gradient of our M line. So the equations of the M lines will be y equals 2.5x and y equals minus 2.5x plus c. We can work out that c by plugging in the value of 4, because we can go, okay, well, when x equals 4, y equals 0. So 0 equals minus 2.5 times 4 plus c. So that's 0 equals minus 10 plus c. So c equals 10. Therefore, yeah, we now know that that is the gradient of the second line. So I hope that all made sense. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. You can put them down below, or email me, or speak to me in person, or whatever way you can find me and contact me. Send me a letter if you like. But yeah, I'd be happy to help. This is just the basics of this type of question. There are some more complex applications of using the graphical method and using the sectional method. I think I will do videos on specific, maybe the mock exam, so it's specific questions in the mock exam, which will be a bit more in-depth to see those more complex ideas. But I hope this helped for now. These are the basics. Yeah, I'll see you in another video.